Amazing talented surfers, probably the best ever out here at Teahupo'o, just about to do battle. John wants to try and pay him back, after that incredible heat they had a couple of years ago. That is trying to contain one of the best surfers on the planet, John Florence.
Florence starting the final, pulls into the pit, a grid size mid-chip all the way through the inside corner. He is out and celebrates the exit.
Let's have a look at John. Straight in, nice and easy, driving through this barrel right here, untouched, and comes flying out of the end. So John absolutely having a ball today. I think he's had more good waves today than most people will have in their entire lives, Joe. As John kicks out of the first wave of the final and will set the scale. Beautiful vision there from the drone. You can see the cracks and crevices in this crazy place called Teahupo'o. Look how crazy this wave is. I mean, you can barely see it from where, from where we are anyway, as it lurches onto the reef.
Kelly strikes back, trying to match John. Grabs the rail after a big pump for speed. He comes out after the spit, and he just has to look back and enjoy the ride. John's turn now to answer. Some foam to deal with deep. Rail nice and solid, and he gets shot out. He'll back up his 8.0 quickly.
Shootout, as Kelly would say. Let's have a look at John's wave first. You can see all that white water on the face of the wave from Kelly's, and that just makes it a lot trickier. I don't think that's going to be a keeper score for John by the end of this heat, that's for sure. But nonetheless, I mean, that was a tricky little barrel there from John. Opens up with an 8. He's got a nice little backup at Kelly. Let's have a look at this one. Grabs the rail now. He lets go. Double pump. Grabs the rail again just to give him that stability and comes out the end. Kelly Slater knows this wave as good as anyone. As he drives through that section, the wave unloads and then Kelly comes out afterwards. So about as deep as you could possibly get on that wave. What a nice little opening wave for Kelly.
Amazing way to answer back to John Florence.
Resurf. Because wouldn't you like to see those guys go back out and surf for another 35 minutes?
It's a moment we'll never forget. Kelly, speed pump, deep on this one. Slams on the brakes to extend the barrel ride. Now he's going to go for a backside float for a finishing move on a shallow section of the reef. He can't hang on.
Let's have a look. This is one of those little west bowls. Kelly pumps up under there right there. As he's about to come out, hits the brakes and just gets that little bonus bit. And then goes for this crazy floater right here. Incomplete maneuver. But it's going to be a nice little backup for Kelly. Perfect positioning again. I mean, one of the best tube riders on the planet, up and over, right there. You can see him leaning back, hitting the brakes, and then goes for that crazy floater on the inside chopping board.
Seeing John Florence now trying to break free of the combination. The channel erupts as he lets go of his rail and stands straight up in the pit. That whole wave is going to explode and knock down Florence.
Have a look at this.
Kelly looking to better an 8.57, late drop. Stomps it in the flats and then pulls in. He's going to come out. Everything's coming back to Kelly Slater when things just start going his way. See how he pulled this one off.
Well, let's have a look at the drop first. I mean, a free fall drop, then somehow manages to pull it up and under the curtain there and then comes out. Kelly Slater, you are amazing. 8.57 is what he's trying to improve on. Look at the size of this wave here. The free fall drop, grabs the rail, almost loses it, and then regathers. I mean, I don't even know what's going on there. I've never done that before in my life, so I can't even explain that, really. Now, that was just pure talent right there, pure feel. As he falls out of the sky, somehow manages to get in the barrel on top of it, and then comes flying out of the end. So big scores dropping in for Kelly Slater. He's going to improve on his situation.
Gone through a few boards already. This is what happened during the heat recap pots.
All right, takes off, driving through the barrel here, driving, looking for more, and just doesn't quite come out of that one. And that is where it gets super shallow. Kelly right behind him gets spat out of another good looking wave here. So Kelly Slater looking strong, looking absolutely in form. A late drop again. Now he grabs the rail this time, pulls in nice and tight. Look at that. Absolute perfection right there from Kelly Slater. Well, close to it anyway. Two judges gave it a 10, a 9.90, so 19.68 the singlet, but no, let him go some more. Look at this.
Locking in, Kelly can make no mistakes. fired up from the perfect heat earlier this morning against Keanu Singh, taking the AI award. He's a bit of a showman. The crowd is showing their support. And our favorite part was he got in the kind of rhythm that he had when he was just taking over the world.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a little glimpse of what Kelly has been doing for two decades. I mean, just the winningest guy, unbeatable in all kinds of conditions. And there he goes again, just rewriting the history books. Kelly Slater, an absolute champion.
Kelly's actually very excited, and being your 55th win and having John Florence in the final, watching what's happened today, a perfect heat. I mean, this is kind of the event that you would like to have pretty much every time, right?
That is the event. I mean, I'm going to look back, that'll be for sure one of my best wins I've ever had.
I got to ask, I mean, you've won this event 5 times, and I mean, where does this rate?
As good as any of them. I mean, to have John in the final, it's a dream for me, you know. I mean, you know, it's no secret I'm towards the tail end of my career. John and Gabriel on the way up. Those guys are just monsters. And, you know, John's all of our favorite surfers. So, you know, I want to see how many heats I can get with him before I'm done, and to, you know, have him out here where obviously I think him and Gabriel are the favorites. Put them on my fantasy teams. You know what I mean? And it's a real special time for me, to be honest. I'm stoked.
You can tell, you know, and it's appreciative. We like seeing you after all these wins, getting those time to actually really appreciate it and enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm emotional.
Emotional. You can even see a little bit of watering in the eyes here, you know. And, Kelly, you know, the AI award is another special award that gets handed out here, and you know, Andy's spirit is with us always at this event. And you've been able to take that award at this event and the win.
I know. What a day. What a day of my life. Yeah, I mean, I've, you know, secretly really wanted that award for 5 years now. And, you know, but it's the guy who the waves come to, and he does his job. And, you know, Jeremy went crazy the other year and had one of those events. And, you know, the guys, Owen charging like crazy 2 years ago when it was massive. And, you know, it just came together for me. I was on the right waves. I was in sync. I was totally relaxed the whole time. You know, being that final with John and lose would have been no problem for me at all. You know, so anything, I was just taking each heat as a bonus. You know, I've had such a bad run for me historically over the last couple of years that, you know, anything was going to be good. So we're going to get caught inside here.
No, not yet. Okay, what about Andy? I mean, what did Andy mean to you over your years of competing?
I was, you know, honestly, I was channeling Andy this week. I was thinking about him a lot. He just was a monster out here. He just manhandled barrels, and you know, the last he'd ever had with Andy was out here the year he won, the last contest he won. And I remember being so bummed I lost that heat, but then thinking, you know, Andy had fought through so much in that past year before then, and to come away with a win was, you know, and I felt like I was part of that in some way. And I was really happy for him. And, you know, to get that award today, I mean, that thing is going to be right in the center of my home. You know, after Andy passed away, I went to his house, and he had all his Pipe Masters trophies lined up and stuff. I sat with Lindy for a while, and hi, Lindy, if you guys are watching. Irons family, thanks for the award. I know Kai Borg and all of Andy's friends are out there watching this, and, you know, this was a special place for Andy and all his friends. And, you know, Corey Lopez, Brucey, obviously. Bruce, hope you're watching today. And anyways, yeah, I mean, a lot of emotions right now.
Well, on behalf of all the fan base and myself and everyone here that's been watching today, congratulations. Job well done, and I hope we get to see some more.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you, guys.
Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Pete Mel. What an amazing moment in pro surfing history. Kelly Slater accomplishing his 55th win.